I feel bad for the marketing teams out there right now, especially for movies. Like, take Morbius, for example. Movie came out, panned critically, did horribly in the box office. Just in general, didn't really do that good. But then on like TikTok and like Twitter and everything, everybody's like, "Oh, Morbius this, Morbius that, Morbius this, like greatest movie ever, $1 more billion, Morbius sweep, all this stuff." And so the Sony executives are like, "Shit, did we do something wrong? Like, let's re-release it. We'll re-release it. That'll fix the issue." They re-release it, and it pans again. And then take Minions, for example. They didn't do anything for their marketing for what's kind of in this trend that I'm talking about. They did a lot of marketing with like insurance companies and like other stuff. Generally speaking, it's not like they just sat on their asses all day, but for sure they were not prepared for this. Um, we're going to dive into the gentleminions trend and another trend, trying out a different series, maybe talking about TikToks. I don't know. This is my channel. I'm going to do whatever I want. If you want to watch, go for it, whatever. But yeah, this is why I'm glad I did not pursue marketing like I wanted to. For those of you who don't know, the gentleminions meme is basically showing up to a movie theater with a group all dressed super sharp, like insane, like blazer, coat, yeah, all that stuff, like you're showing up to a wedding, and going to see the new Minions movie. Haha, funny, dressing up fancy for a kids movie. There's different variations to it. Some people just brought trash can, like the cans that you set out on the street if you live in suburbs and like you know what I'm talking about. Filling those up with bananas and taking them to these theaters. Those they looked like they had an in at that theater. They looked like they had a buddy. And then there's some who would throw bananas, which is kind of fucked up. And then there's some movie theaters that are like, yeah, like we have exclusive showings for people doing this trend. So, there's all kinds of different reactions to it. There's also people who are singing the new Yeet song, Rich Minion, which is not on my bingo sheet of things I expected to come out of this movie. Double XL couldn't bag them, but damn well that Illumination had that contract on lock. Yeah, keep it blessed, Yeet. We keep it coming. Generally speaking, though, as long as it's not super destructive, I think it's an okay meme. I think it's funny. Um, yeah, as long as people aren't breaking anything, there's no problem with it. But the people that are breaking stuff, why? Why do you always have to go crazy with it? But it's definitely working in the Minions' favor. They've made $500 million just in less than 2 weeks from this movie, making it one of the highest grossing movies of the year. And Paramount just had their highest grossing movie ever with Top Gun. So that's saying something. So next up on our little like trend watch, whatever you want to call it, whatever I want to call this, it's not up to you, it's up to me. Whatever I want to call this, we have the you got a napkin trend. Now this one has been around for a little bit longer. At least that's how it feels to me. Time is relative, all that jazz. And basically, the premise is like somebody's eating. They're just eating their food, and usually it's something that's messy, like wings with ranch, or just wings in general, or like ribs or something. Or sometimes they won't even eat messy stuff, and they'll just eat with their hands on purpose. But basically, they got messy hands, potentially messy mouth. They need to figure that out. They're like, I need something. And so they basically ask their friend in the room, yo, you got a napkin or whatever. And their friend's like, oh, yeah, no, I got you, dog. And they'll walk up to a random person in the background, usually a child. I don't know why the children are just getting absolutely destroyed in this meme. But they usually walk up to a child and just rip their shirt off. Just, just aggressively grabbing from the collar and just ripping it. And then handing it to the person to wipe their hands with.
Oh man, Bo, you got a napkin?
Yeah, I got you.
Thanks, man.
There you go.
Very interesting, but by far one of my favorite ones to emerge recently. I mean, it's close up there, kind of in similar premise to like the what's it called? There's an airplane where the trend is like, oh, you want this food? And they're like, nah, I'm good. And then the like camera goes back, and they're like, oh, with the food, and as the camera pans, the person just has food all over their face. Very similar in a food all over the face kind of way. The only thing that I've noticed with these two is that it's a very common theme on TikTok to where there's just like a trend and everybody's like, haha, this is funny, and then people just go crazy with it. I mean, like the devious lick trends, where people were like, aha, stole a stapler, stole I don't know, screw, whatever, and then people were stealing like soap dispensers or fire alarms or street signs or just whatever, just the craziest stuff. The Pentagon launch codes, like all this stuff. So, everybody on TikTok is just like, what if we took this and just went ape shit with it? So, another example of people not stealing, dispensers and such, but definitely going crazy, especially with the gentleminions meme and people throwing stuff at the movie screens. Those are like at least 4 credit cards worth of money, depending on what credit. That was a bad example, but they're expensive, But yeah, if you have any other trends that you want me to look out, let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Drink some water and have a great day.